Dungeon Gal, at least I am if you like this stream. If not, I'm somebody else entirely. Now, today is a D&D 5th edition live play video, but before you click close or stop, ask yourself this. Have you ever watched a 5th edition live play video with a pussy pirate t-shirt on? Isn't that awesome? So, today we are going to be playing Return of the Winged Trinity. It's episode 5. So, my sound tech, I've got to pause it. There we go, paused. Right, so to bring you up to speed with everything that happened 2 weeks ago when we played last, basically Jenny wasn't here. She went off to have a birthday with her mother and mum's birthday stuff. It all very nice family time and everything else, but it left us a bit in the dark. So, me being me, I maybe came up with this evil plan that I really wanted Jenny's character to kind of wake up cuddling a dragon, an ancient red dragon. Because I thought, what better way to screw over somebody who doesn't turn up to your game than have them wake up in the arms of an ancient red dragon. Mission accomplished! Unfortunately, I spent the last 2 weeks wondering how the fuck I'm going to get them out of this situation, and I have no bloody clue. Until a moment ago, I thought, I know, I'll make them level 2. That'll help. So, let's introduce the characters and find out who they are. So, we've mentioned Jenny already, so let's start with her. Off you go, Jenny.
Okay, so I am playing a rather screwed up Ardus Barrelmead, who is a halfling bard who wishes nothing else than to just simply play his bagpipes to anyone and everyone, and hates people who are racist and prevents him from play. But he has apparently suddenly woken up after, last thing you remember, this giant white monster thing breathing icy flame onto him, and now he's in some kind of giant lair where there is a dragon, and it apparently wants to eat him. So, not looking good.
And moving from my right to my left, the next person is Steffi.
I am playing Forrest, and the reason why Ardus is waking up next to a dragon. The voices in my head led me to this decision. And I am playing a half-elf, half-dwarf, monstrosity warlock.
And to the left of Steffi is Phil.
Good evening. I'm playing Dak Bearstalker, a Goliath. We've been on this quest now for a little bit, and we've obviously come face to face with a dragon that we have no idea what to do with.
And lastly, and by no means least, it doesn't look like he's in his music room this week, so I have no idea what country he's dialing in from this time. It's Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark, playing Savannah, a tiger folk monk who has ulterior motives, but we won't go into those yet. And yeah, the dragons look pretty scary.
Okay, so to put this into a little bit of perspective, I brought a visual prop. See this here? This is Ardus. Little halfling bard. See? That's Ardus. Alright. This is an ancient red dragon. See? He fits nicely in the mouth. That's one bite. And this, which isn't to scale, is the dais on which Ardus has woken up. So he's currently lying on here, and we've just had flames of healing life energy shoot up through the gold ring there, and the dragon is curled up around the edge of the dais. It is Queen
Telanius.
There was no gap there, no pause, anything. That was beautifully remembered there, Becky, your key NPC. Absolutely fantastic. I love myself. I just did that so perfectly. So, whilst Ardus finds himself waking up next to this dragon, Bolus is sneaking off the dais as the dragon begins to get up and starts to slink off the dais. Hunchback, where did you get that from?
Marketplace.
Don't mock me, Hunchback. did you get the statue?
I got it from the marketplace. I was sitting there.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a wee little dice roll. Has anyone got a passive perception of 8 or more? I suspect everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't roll that too well. Okay, Ardus, you spot. Oh, just trying to turn off the right camera. You spot a wooden carving of a statue. When Queen Telanius had got up, it rolled out of her hand, and it looks like she's been carving it with her nails. And as she starts to slink down the steps of the dais, you see a huge gash in the side of her body.
Okay, so in terms of my size, how big is the statue compared to me?
The statue is small. It's this kind of size.
Oh gosh, so I could quite easily carry it?
Oh yes, easily. It seems to be made of wood, but you don't think the likeness is terribly good.
Okay. Right, well, since there is a giant dragon right next to me, and while Ardus is sort of curious, can you do some kind of assessment to see whether it's worth taking, or is it too much sort of in the moment?
The queen, her head is down these steps looking at Pholus, who is stood next to the flame trying to creep away. So the queen's attention is down here. You're up here on top.
Okay, alright. So in that case, yeah, there's enough time to grab it and
Yep.
take a look. Okay, in that case, yeah, I'm going to grab it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to take like a very, very quick glance before putting it under my arm. And then I have a plan. By the looks of your dais, am I right that there's quite large grating designs in there?
Yep, that is.
Okay.
Absolutely. But
So,
that leads down to a lava pit below.
yes, I'm aware of this. Well, out of character, I'm aware of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out some hempen rope, and I am going to tie it round one of the gratings, and I'm going to slip through. I'm not going to go all the way down to the bottom, but I'm going to start climbing through.
Okay.
And hopefully I'll be able to get low enough so I'll be able to swing the rope to somewhere safe and then run away and hide.
Okay. Going down there, you are going to be visible to the queen whose head is on the steps.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because that leads directly, see, through the grating, leads directly to here, and her head is at this moment right here, looking down at Pholus.
Okay.
Who carved it, hunchback? Do you still go ahead with going through the grate, or are you going to just try and wait for the opportune moment to try and slip through and swing over?
I'm gonna kind of do it quite slowly, so I'm gonna wait until she's hopefully sort of turning around, so I'm gonna try and time it basically.
Okay.
Would you like me to roll anything for that?
Not yet.
Okay.
Who carved it, hunchback?
It was just a merchant. I was sent there.
By whom?
She was a prisoner in a tower I was in.
A prisoner in the tower sent you to a market to buy a likeness of your friend and travel here in time to save his life? Do you take me for a fool, hunchback?
I take no one for a fool.
You must have purchased it before he died.
I got it a long time ago.
That can only be repugnant, Zell. The hag in the tower, that accursed witch.
Does this
At
mean
that
you'll
moment,
leave now?
at that moment, Ardus, you see your opportunity as the Queen rants about the hag in the tower.
Okay.
This might be your chance to slip through the grate and get off to the side. Let's make it a stealth roll, and I'm going to give you advantage because she's quite distracted by phones.
Oh, even better. Okay, I get a +4 for this. That is a 19.
Yep. I'm just small technical issue of my. Damn it! What's wrong with it? No, it's fine. Right. Okay, we'll sort it. So you slide down the rings and swing off behind the steps, and initially you're just hidden underneath the steps.
Okay. Yeah.
Whilst her body, so you're kind of almost underneath her.
Mm-hmm.
You make me angry.
Can I just run away? I cast Expedious Retreat on me at the end of last session, so I can do that as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I run to where the others are without passing her?
Yeah, so Dias here, you here, others here, underneath the message from our viewer, Glenn Davis. Hello, Glenn. Others here, and then the entrance to they sort of stood in the entrance to this cavern. So you sprint
I think
full
carry
of
might be
alacrity.
a better word.
Sorry, I missed that, Mark. I'm terribly sorry.
I think carrying might be a better word.
Yes, not stood at all. So you go to sprint. How fast is Expeditious Retreat?
It's a dance action, so that's 60 feet I'm going.
Around. Okay, it's a double movement.
And with my
okay.
actual movement, that would be 90 feet.
Okay. Everybody, roll initiative.
Yay!
Just what we wanted.
Okay.
Come on, Dice Stream.
12.
20.
8.
Natural 20. Oh,
Okay. So Fola starts sprinting forward, and then, what was yours, Phil?
10.
10. And Jenny, yeah, and Steph,
8.
8. Okay, so, Savannah, you see Pholus running towards you. What do you do?
I think retreat is probably a good idea. I'm certainly not going to attack. She seems to be running pretty quickly, so I'm going to do the same. Running back up the passage, not down any further.
Okay. And next, I believe, is Ardus. So, you see the dragon start to rear up as Steffi Fola sprints away at extreme speed. You're kind of underneath the belly of the dragon, and you can see this huge gash. What do you do?
Ooh. Okay, I'm going to take a quick glance over at the passage. Can I assess whether this dragon would be big enough to comfortably head down there?
The dragon comes down the
Yes.
passage? Yes, absolutely. She
Okay,
come in
all
that
right.
way.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I'm also going to make a bolt for it. I'm going to cast the not so impressive as Expedious Retreat, but I'm going to cast Long Strider, which gives me an extra 10 feet for 1 minute. So that gives me 35 feet. And
Really? Your standard movement's 25, is it?
Yeah, I'm a halfling.
Ah. Yeah, okay. Didn't realise. Okay. That makes you almost as quick as the dragon.
And also I can move through the space of any larger creature as well, which is helpful.
Yeah, she's leaving you behind.
Okay.
Which leaves next is Cracky, Dak, isn't it? It's Dak.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll start backing up down the corridor following Savannah.
Okay. And then Pholus, you're being chased.
Is Ardus near me at all, or is it
You're not
still
sure
back
where
here?
Ardus is unless you kind of stop long enough to look around, but there's a big dragon between you and Ardus.
Well, I won't be stopping to look around then. I'm just looking at
Okay.
it.
Queen Tilanius beats her wings furiously. Very furiously. So furiously, in fact, that the force of the wind possibly knocks you off your feet. Could you make a DC 25 dex save, please, Pholus?
Yeah, that's me falling on.
Yeah, that didn't go so well, did it?
No.
Okay, so I'm just going to actually do this with Dice Stream for once because I haven't got 2d6 to hand. So, how many hit points do you have?
Did you have?
On me 13.
Okay, no, you're okay. So, Pholus, although you're sprinting with extreme speed, the wind just lifts you up and throws you into the back wall, and you slump to the floor unconscious. And the dragon saunters over to pick up your body. At that moment, if you wish to, Ardus, you could sneak past the dragon.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you make it out of the entrance to the cavern, but Queen Tilanius has picked up Pholus and is carrying the hunchback back to the dais.
Okay, do I see the other two near me at all?
No.
No, we've
We've legged it.
Exit stage left.
Well, thanks, guys. Okay, so at the minute it's just me and Pholus.
Yeah, but you can.
But this mystery creature I've never seen before.
Yeah, you can see them or hear them sprinting off down the corridor. Do you guys don't appear to be getting chased anymore?
Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I've got several options here, obviously. In that case, oh, do I? I don't know. Oh crap. Okay. Am I close enough to try and aim something at this giant gash in her back or wherever it was?
Absolutely.
All right. In that case, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Wow.
Excuse me. Give her a bit of pain.
In Netherlands, they call this kill stealing.
And after I fire the shot, whether it hits or not, I'm gonna scream, "Hey, dragon! I have your statue!"
Nice.
Jack, where the hell are they?
Okay,
I don't know. I can't see them.
You hear Ardus shouting, "I have your statue." Did you say 18?
Yeah, 18.
Actually, I'm going to give you armor
How
class
are you
because it's
doing?
surprise her. She thinks you're on the dais, so I'm going to give you advantage.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's see if I get any better. Oh, nice, 22.
Boom. Roll for damage.
Okay, I bet it's going to be like barely anything. All right, what have I got? One. Okay. One. Okay. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Wow. Queen Tilanius reels back. Folius is flung out of her claws, and she topples over. She actually rolls onto her side in pain. You can see the. What was it you fired?
I fired a crossbow bolt.
Crossbow. You can see the crossbow bolt has drawn blood, but she gets back up onto her feet, and you can see her legs are shaking as she stands up, and she looks at you. Prepare to die. Guys, what do you do?
That doesn't sound good. Let's get back there. I thought they were with us.
I thought they were coming, but where can they be? They stood back that dragon.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
We'll find them on the way, hopefully.
Okay.
We'll head back towards the cavern.
Bolus, it's been a turn. Could you make a life and death save, please?
Oh, I didn't realise it was already on that.
That's not good.
No, that isn't. Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately for Queen Tilanius, she spends this turn monologuing. Who dares strike at me, the Queen of all Moraine, the Queen of all the world, the Queen of the gold, the oldest dragon of existence, and you who barely reaches up my claw, you dare fire upon me?
Can we
Yep.
hear this?
Oh yeah, she's loud.
Okay. I
Doesn't
start
seem to
running.
go well.
Okay, so
Towards this time.
Okay. Ardus, you get a chance to take one more action before these guys arrive back.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about attempting to retrieve this mystery creature who apparently saved my life, according to this dragon. But there's a dragon in the way.
Yeah.
So, okay. I've got a rather crazy idea.
It's going to have to be.
Although I want to just ask one thing, just sort of an out of character thing. In terms of bardic inspiration, does that also work on life and death saves, or just
I
simply
don't
on
see why not.
regular saves? Okay. In that case, yeah, what Ardus is going to do, he's going to get out his bagpipes and he wants to try and wake up this mystery creature, but also hopefully play enough so the dragon dislikes it or it gets distracted by it, something like that. He's hoping at least one of those ideas will work.
Okay. Savannah, you arrive back on the scene. What do you do?
So what can I see directly in front of me?
Okay.
Apart from the dragon.
You see Ardus facing down a dragon with bagpipes. The dragon looks to be on its last legs. The hunchback is smashed against the wall, is very, very unconscious.
Ardus seems to have that under control.
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad at all, actually.
Poor dragon, having bagpipes played at it.
No, I think Savannah is so impressed by Ardus' his attitude that he rushes to the defense and directly attacks the dragon.
Cool, let's have an attack roll.
He will also spend one key point to get 2 additional attacks.
Okay, good time to do it.
Right, okay, so do you want all of them rolled at once?
Yeah, would save a bit of time.
So there's a +6 on those.
Okay, that's that you slash away at Queen Tilanius, clinking off her scales, trying to hammer in your arm blades, and then on your third strike, you manage to just clip inside the gash under her belly, and cause a serious wound, cutting into an artery. Queen Tilanius is completely surprised by the fact that this very puddy cat had just come around the corner and just dived in. No, there's cannot be.
I did.
Ardus is still playing the bagpipes.
Savannah was wondering whether he should have run away.
Wow. That was unexpected.
Well, judging by the fact you haven't asked me to roll,
Yeah, Jenny left her with 1 hit point, but there was no way I was giving it up.
Yes!
You have killed an ancient red dragon, and it's at that moment that you hear a massive explosion from behind you, and you can see a wall of dust heading your way from down the tunnel and coming at extreme speed. What do you do?
is it coming directly towards us?
Yes. So, cavern, tunnel
get
entrance.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get behind something.
Run away.
Can we see Folus very closely?
Yeah, we'll have a
Folus.
Folus on the way.
Folus is against the wrong wall.
Ah,
If you go to Folus's aid, you won't get there in time. You won't get into cover in time. But you might be able to protect Folus and prevent one of the life death saves.
Okay, I'll run towards Folus.
Okay, so you dive onto
Yeah,
Folus
I
to
also
protect.
do.
Okay, so two of you pile onto Folus to protect it. Okay. And meanwhile, oh, sorry, I just realised I've had. I think the whole time I was doing my dramatic death, I had left the camera focused on Mark, so like YouTube didn't get to see it. God damn it!
It was impressive. Believe me, it was impressive.
I was aiming for the most overacted death ever in an RPG. That was the goal.
Oscar goes too.
You were pretty close.
So yeah, Dak takes cover behind the wall, so he doesn't have to make a life death save at all. The rest of you, could you make a Constitution save, please? Difficulty 11.
Yep. Just let me know when the bardic inspiration becomes sort of relevant or whatever.
That is bardic inspiration you gave to Folus. So Folus,
Yeah, I gave it to Folus.
you don't need to make this save. However, you do need to make your life death save, but you have bardic inspiration. I believe that's you can add a d6.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll do that now.
Yay, I got a 15. I am a stout halfling.
Thank you, Janie.
You're welcome.
Yep, that's enough to pass. And what did you get, Savannah?
Oh, 19 plus.
19. Okay. So you're past. So this storm of dust careers into the room and past you with a shockwave accompanying it, and you're buffeted and rocked around as it passes over you and hits the back wall of the cavern, where it shudders against the wall, makes it even wobble with the sheer force of energy, and actually the concussion wave starts working its way back across, and it's like a maelstrom of dust all around you as the concussion wave passes back out, and then a few moments later it begins to fade, but you can see the dust hanging in the air. It's calmed down, but it's going to be a while till it's starting to settle. Everything's been thousands of years of this place not having any house cleaners has led to this moment where all the air is now hard to breathe.
Yeah, so bear that in mind, Becky.
House cleaners. This is totally going off topic, but I tried to get a cleaner. I genuinely tried.
Yeah, I can see the walls behind you.
But I can lick this mold.
Yummy.
Except I turned my head the wrong way, and I think I just licked Glenn Davis.
No
all
comment.
mirrored.
No comment.
Anything
one
for
of-
the viewers.
As one of my quite regular fans, I just that was your moment, Glenn. I'm not sure I can regret. This is what alcohol has done to this game, so I best go get some more.
Yay!
But I'm going to carry on. I have wireless.
Some alcohol is good. More must be better.
Something like that. As the dust begins to settle and you begin to be able to see what you're doing again, you see the far end of the cavern where the concussion wave struck. It has knocked loose some rocks, and you can see that probably was a secret entrance that it is now being revealed.
Well, before we go in investigating, Savannah's going to try to patch up Pholus.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll walk over to the group, coughing and stuttering. Is everyone okay? Do you need any help?
Okay. What you'll need to do to achieve that is a DC 10 medicine roll, because he was on -2, and you'll need to 10 or more, and then that gets sorry, that,
He's
that
not
gets,
very, so I think I just put the plasters over his eyes.
You've not seen wounds like this. You have no idea how to treat them. So I'm just going to read this. Another one bites the dust. Seems like quoting the band Queen is in order for killing the Dragon Queen. Yeah, absolutely.
Killer Queen.
Oh dear.
Yes, kill a queen.
Okay, when Savannah's put plasters or something, whatever, over Phyllis's eyes, I'm going to step right in front of him and say, "What did you do back there? Why did you prod that thing? Like, I could kill you right now."
Hey, watch it. Look over there.
What happened to me?
Well, you were even more frosty than usual.
What
Yeah,
you
and
guys?
then I woke up, and then a dragon was right in front of me. What the hell did you do?
Cold, heat. It worked. Don't knock it.
Yeah, well, next time, don't prod a big furry thing and expect it to be a rug.
Well, no, if I expected it to be a rug, I wouldn't have prodded it. I expected it not to be a rug, that's why I prodded it.
I stomp off a bit and go and dust myself off. Casts!
I did get you some gold.
Oh, he got me some gold. Oh, well, that's fine then.
I gave it away again.
You guys notice that Ardus has not yet. Is that Ardus now has quite blue lips and a slight blue tint to his skin.
Yay!
It's time for a filter on the screen.
Okay, Steffi, where is Pholus at with life and death saves?
One of each.
One of each. Okay.
And
I
I
think we
have to
should
turn the
have,
medicine checks I fail.
yeah. Well, no, that's not a fail. It just means you don't get stabilized and stop having to make them.
Okay, one of each then.
So, then let's have 2 more because it's been a little while.
So can anybody else patch Pholus up?
Let's
Pholus.
me up then.
Your
Okay,
eyes
yeah.
open. You feel pain in every part of your body. Everything hurts.
You
But
can't see anything.
particularly there's a pain and slight moist patch on your back.
And I had got plasters on my eyes. I'm just sort of trying to get a hold of something to pull me up.
Yeah.
I would offer a hand, but the arm blades might just do more
I'll
damage.
grab Pholus's arm and help him up.
I hug you. Everything hurts.
So I'll sort of support you as well, and hold you up, stop you from falling again.
And I tried to feel my back to find anything.
Yeah, one of the larger boils on your back has burst. It's going to leave a nasty scar.
It was lovely.
Well, feeling that, I'll probably recognise the feeling of the pus and just relax knowing it's not blood. That I've not been fatally wounded.
No, you've just been flung against a wall extremely hard. You're on 1 hit point.
And I'll continue hugging Dax.
Okay,
I suppose I owe you my thanks. I don't really know what to call you. I've never seen one of you before.
I get that a lot. I'm a dwarf. You consider me a dwarf.
And what's your name, dwarf? Oh, right, I should be
Follis.
looking up, shouldn't I? Follis. Well, thank you. If it wasn't for the dragon, this would have been a lot less complicated. But hey, I'm alive, and that's good.
Okay, the attention of Savannah has been caught by the statues under the dais and goes over to investigate them.
Yeah.
I've also still got a statue under my arm.
All of the statues there are burnt to a charcoal crisp, but there's still an outline of whoever they were originally. You can see Ardus's, it's burnt to a charcoal crisp, except for one. There's one wooden statue of... Actually, history's a skill, isn't it? Make a history roll.
History is a skill, yes. I only remember about the last... what? Who said what?
Yeah. So, some person has got a complete statue that never got turned to crisp.
Oh, neat. I'll pick that one up. And show it to the rest of the group. Does anybody know this guy?
No.
I will allow you to make a group roll, so if two of you pass, then all is well.
Okay, history.
1.
Join the club.
It's not me.
18.
18, and was that natural 20?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
a natural 20.
In unison, Ardus and Folas point to the statue and say, "That's Sarlan, the great wizard from history. There's rivers and stuff named after him, and Sarlan's Reach. It's like a famous landmark."
Ooh. That might be worth something then.
And to Dak,
That
you
rings
are
a bell to me.
most definitely familiar with Sarlan's Reach and Sarlan.
That's a citadel that's sort of collapsed and fallen apart, but still floating and slowly falling to earth in the mountains where I come from.
So a bit like the rocks we jumped on to get here.
Very, very similar. Very powerful magic.
Gods, how long have I been out? Where even are we?
We're in a mountain.
Yeah, we're in a mountain. We took great care to get you here very gently. That's all you need to know.
Well, yes, I get that. So what are these statues? And I take out the other one that I've got in my arm, and I say, she was carving this one as well.
Okay, what does that one look like?
That one is a bad recreation of a dragon.
Ah. So this, if you have the statue, maybe this will heal you.
So are you
Yes,
suggesting that?
that's what happened.
Are you suggesting that someone got a statue of me from somewhere?
Yes, definitely, we saw that. It was a bit small in the distance, but Follis had one.
How did you get hold of a statue of me?
It was a statue of a halfling with bagpipes. I thought it was just a trinket. Didn't know it was based on an actual person.
Still quite a niche trinket.
I didn't seek it out especially or anything.
What was
It
that
was
about the dragon was saying about the hag? Or shouting about the hag, should I say?
She was saying something about a hag or witch in a tower.
She doesn't like a friend of mine, I think.
She doesn't seem to like a lot of things.
Yeah,
Or
I'll give you
rather,
that.
She didn't.
She liked all my gold.
Yeah, she took some from me earlier.
So is anybody good at whittling statues? We could make one of Follis.
I'm a musician, not a sculptor.
I've never sculpted
I've
anything
had
in my
some
life.
metal, maybe.
Yeah, couldn't do work like this.
As you look at the statue of Ardus on the dais, the one that's burned to a crisp, it's still kind of like the charcoal's loosely held together, and what you can see of it does look bang on. It's even got his hat and his jacket, the bit that stands still.
Can we all see that? Like, have we all noticed that?
Well, Savannah has definitely looked at it, and I see no reason why, if you're talking about the statues, you might go over and look at it, for sure.
Yeah, this is a pretty good likeness.
If we
That's
investigate,
definitely not just...
That's uncanny.
if we
I don't
investigate the rest of the dais, can we see anything now? We have more time.
To investigate the dais?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let me just...
Where did you say you got this statue from?
It was a marketplace. And
Well, the dragon didn't seem to believe you with that. Really? A
I
marketplace?
wouldn't believe me with that. Have you seen it? It looks just like you.
But it's got my hat, it's got my own make of bagpipes, it's got my coat, everything.
I don't know what to tell you. Have you ever been to Adwin?
No. I mean, I said maybe I've got a big fan there or something who came to one of my shows back in the old days with my band and. Still, Ardus is quite skeptical at the minute.
You stick a pin in it and see what happens.
But into the
statue.
charcoal fragments, they just
A
crumble
voodoo
away.
doll.
They just crumble away into a pile on the floor.
What did you do that for?
Just to see if it was sort of linked to you in any way.
Well, it looked like me, and it's charred.
But you're not charred.
No, you're a bit blue, but...
No, but what do you mean a bit blue? You said that I was frozen or cold or something.
But you've got a blue tinge to you.
Yeah, definitely blue. You maybe have to change your tartan.
Okay, do I feel my lips?
As you look at your hands and stuff, there is a definite blue tinge. You can't see your lips, obviously, but they feel fine, and your hands definitely have a blue hue to them.
How come I'm still blue?
It looks fine. It goes to your eyes.
That's not the point!
It could be worse. And I chased
Yeah.
it to my hideous golem face.
Does this kind of feel cold in any way, or is it just something that I
No.
look like?
It just appears to be a cosmetic effect, much like the one I'm running now. And Lord Morbius, I seriously hope she's not frigid.
Good.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, I went there. He went there first.
Right, so now I'm a blue halfling.
You are a blue halfling, yes.
Yeah.
But look, I'm trying not to make you feel left out.
Good. Okay.
It could be worse. Your hat could have changed to white and you were a Smurf.
Oh, shock horror! I would have just got a new hat.
Locrius Planetoid watches this, is going to be sitting there really excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna start playing sci-fi alien music.
Yeah. There's not just a blue character, there's a blue player too. Yay, blue people.
Indeed. Okay. Well, I'm sort of losing interest in the blueness and the general arguments. So, Savannah will wander over to the broken down wall.
Yeah, as you
Through
sort of look through and you kind of like push the remaining stone out of the way, and your eyes are assailed by the brightness beyond. The air, there's no dust here. It's got a tang to the air. There's a definite tang. It's like some kind of acidy metal smell. And what you see beyond you are walls that wouldn't look out of place in an Egyptian tomb. They're yellow, they're smooth, and they're quite well made walls, but they're not plastered or painted at all. They're large bricks. There's no mold, no decay. It looks like almost like a well-kept ancient passage, and it leads to it's a short corridor that leads to a big oaken door with an arched top that has written across the top some writing in ancient runes, a language you do not know.
Is it the same as the language we saw previously, which we didn't know?
It looks like it looks like an evolution. It looks like there's a couple of characters there that are shared with Draconic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I wonder if this is where the Queen there was trying to get to. I call the others over. Stop arguing. Have a look at this.
So we've got,
I'm hobbling on my spear.
does it look like a pretty solid door?
Yes, it's when you inspect the wood on the door, you realise that between a gap in the wood, that behind the wood is metal. This is wood-skinned metal door.
Mm-hmm. Is there a lock?
There is a runic symbol where a lock would be.
Oh. I'm not touching that damn thing.
I don't like that. Nope.
It's the
And
same.
look around at Fowler. So you don't happen to have one of those, do you? You got a statue. You haven't got something that would fit in that lock?
I check my bag just in case I've forgotten something that I might have that might be useful. And I sort of hold up a crowbar. Will this help? This is all I have.
Okay. You just try that. We'll be
Something
able
tells
to.
me it's a bit more complex than that.
You
Well-
try to jimmy the door open with a crowbar.
Well, first I stand quite far away with it and sort of throw the crowbar at the lock to see if it reacts to it.
As the crowbar hits the runes, the writing across the top appears to change to be more modern. It goes to a draconic script, a fully draconic script.
Hold on, I've seen that kind of script before.
Read that if possible.
Yes. It says Sarlin's Key.
Sarlin, that's a Sarlin's key. We've got his
Isn't that
statue.
the statue? Is he the key?
Key. What's on the bottom of the statue? Is there anything carved on the bottom of the statue?
Turn the statue up and have a look.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, if you try the statue and it doesn't work, we could open the statue and see if there's a key inside it.
Or perhaps the statue itself is a key.
Yeah. It's worth a try, isn't it?
Does anything on the statue sort of match the shape of the rune on the door?
No,
Both
not
close
per
together.
se, no.
Just hold them close together and then like...
Yeah, you can feel an energy, Savannah, as you reach the statue close to the rune.
I risk putting the base of the statue onto the rune.
When you wake up...
Nope.
The door is open.
That did work then?
I mean that when you wake up on 1 hit point, the door is open.
Oh.
Okay. Did that work?
Apparently.
It takes a while to hear yourself properly as you speak.
I am sick and tired of waking up not knowing what is going on.
You're not the only one.
Am I still holding a statue?
Yes, yep.
Okay. I wonder what happened if we didn't have the statue.
We'd be dead. I don't know.
That hurt anyway.
So, through the door, is it similar sort of corridors as to the one we're in?
Ah, yes, the room beyond. Let me pull up the picture.
Oh, jeez.
Now, I'm going to show you a picture of a device from the real world, but I actually want you to imagine that this is the room itself. So that's what the room looks like. Obviously, it's not completely solid, so what's beyond the room is more of this yellow brick wall, save for one door at the other side, which is closed at the current time.
And is any of this moving?
No.
So are we on the lower level or are we on the upper level?
You're on the floor, in essence, so if I get my whiteboard up and...
So the wooden bit.
Yeah, so you're kind of in this area in here, on that floor area there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to have a look at the metal structure. I assume it would be metallic.
So
Yeah, it appears to be gold. And as you wander around this thing, you do see steps leading up to that central cylinder.
okay. Does this look a defensible room if we were to shut the doors again?
You're not entirely sure how to shut this door.
Savannah, maybe you should just not touch the door ever again.
Or to shut the door.
Maybe put the crowbar in the way of the door, so if it shuts, it would shut completely, and we won't be trapped in here.
Sounds like a plan, but I'm keeping away from the door, I've been told.
This guy, Solon, is obviously not playing around.
No,
I don't want to
noticed
touch
that.
anything that I don't know what it is.
No, I was thinking more about resting.
How
Resting
long
would be good.
How long a rest would you like to take?
A long one.
I would like a really long rest.
Oh, a
Well,
long,
you get a
long
long
rest.
rest, but
Okay. You go to take a long rest. 20 minutes into the rest, the door slams shut, crushing or snapping your crowbar in half.
okay. Well, I was still meditating at that point, but okay.
Please remove crowbar from your inventory list there, fellas. It is
Well,
snapped
can I
into.
keep just half of that?
You can keep half. Decide which end you've got.
Give it to the halfling.
Okay, so as your characters take a long rest, I'm going to take a short rest myself, because this seems like a good time to have our traditional 5-minute break so that I can get yet more gin and a smoke and stuff. It better be a milder one this time, otherwise you're absolutely screwed. So let's take 5 minutes, guys.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I'll just come back. This always happens. I think before they come back, I am going to do a shameless plug. If you guys tune in same time next week on my channel, you'll get to see Becky plus several other people play in my D&D Steampunk campaign. So I highly suggest you tune in. I will be putting up events and YouTube links and blah 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 as usual on there. I'm very happy as well to see lots of people in the chat. It seems that Becky was right in that I seem to attract all the viewers for some reason. Oh well. I hope you're enjoying the game anyway.
So, Jenny, as you're plugging your game, and obviously we've only got, some of the people are still away, why don't you tell us all why we should tune in for your game? What's so unique about it?
That's probably the wrong question because I don't see the game as being unique per se. I'm not trying to make the campaign unique or anything like that, but I think my I suppose my sources of inspiration, my combination of it makes it unique. It's steampunk, yes, but it has a cyberpunk twist to it because I just love cyberpunk and it kind of just happened. In that while there's like everyone's like starting to make their own steampunky stuff and goggles and it's super industrial, it's all run by a fascist government. and it's very much sort of based around the classes and that kind of thing. And currently the players are going very deep down into, well, they don't really know what it is yet, but some kind of manufacturing complex where they hope to uncover the information they need in order for Becky's character to get a promotion.
The regime is great.
So it is.
I should have had a haiku prepared for that.
Yeah, I've already planned what you're going to find down there. Actually,
Okay.
I just need to flesh out the details and stuff.
As Lord Mobius was saying that, you know, the plugging killed him and he died in a melodramatic manner. I can't imagine why.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that. Next time I'll be more gentle.
Meanwhile, the Queen goes, do I get a long rest too?
No,
yes, a very, very, very long one. I don't think you're going to wake up.
So, welcome back. If you're watching this after the event, then I am Becky Rose, Dungeon Girl, because if you got this far, you're probably liking the game. So, I am definitely Becky Rose, Dungeon Girl, and not anyone else. And we're all here. So, let us resume. Ah, yes, getting plugged is slang for being shot. Well, yes, but we speak properly here, don't you know? This is a mostly British. Actually, we're all British of a fashion. Although
Yeah.
one of us may or may not be voting against that.
That's like the second time this week where politics have been a thing in an RPG game of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't get trumped, did you, in a US game?
No. Basically, because my Dresden Files game is taking place in present-day London, and John's playing the character of a punk, so he decided he would sort of rant a bit in character about what he thinks about Brexit and all that when they got to the pub, and that was quite funny.
Yeah, you're really overdoing the plugs now, but
yeah, but this one was a gentler one. It was a secondary.
Yes, it was expertly done. I don't mind though. That's cool. You can plug your channel. That's perfectly acceptable. You should all subscribe to Jenny's channel.
Subscribe, please.
Yeah.
I'm almost at 900.
And I'm. Oh really? We must be really close now. Then how many do you have? Because like
894, 896, 894.
9-4. I think you're a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah, you've been catching up to me for ages.
Yeah, I'm at. Where am I at? I'm at 852.
Mhm.
So subscribe to me first, then go subscribe to Jenny. Okay, let's get on with it. So you have your long rest, you got your hit points back, and yes, guys, you finally have finished. Your level of exhaustion is gone, and you're back to.
Not quite in the first place, but yay.
Yeah, but for those of you who are exhausted, of which I'm sure you'll be exhausted again very soon.
No, we're going to take it easy now.
Really? Because I know where I've just put you.
Good.
Okay, so this is really a hamster wheel, is it, that we're in now?
Yeah, you can only get out by running really, really quickly along the walls.
All right. So
Okay,
I'm gonna. Actually, can you show the diagram again, or the photograph?
Yes.
Whatever.
Let's do that.
I'm gonna try and head up to the higher level if possible, not the inner one, but the outer one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give some steps up to that. They're all gold. Everything here is gold, except that wooden outer walkway with the wooden pillars.
I'll follow Ardus up to that outer walkway.
I'm thinking perhaps, well, I suppose there's the door, but I want to examine the base of one of the main structures.
Base of one of the main structures.
Yeah, one of the sort of arches, if you like.
Oh, one of the here. Like, okay. So, yeah, this is basically it's this huge gold beam that runs around the outside. But it's within the walls of this Egyptian style brick. These large, huge blocks of masonry.
Okay, so in the meantime, Savannah will examine the ground level and anything around the sides, around the pillars.
Okay, down there. Well, that oddly enough, it is made of wood. But don't forget, of course, there is this door at the far side.
On
You came in
the
on,
ground
yeah.
level.
On the ground
Oh,
level.
okay.
There's one you came in on, and there's one at the far side.
Okay, yeah. So I'll go do a complete circuit and examine the door as I go.
Okay, it has a handle that. Well, you think it's a handle. It has a. Sorry, I'm just going to get rid of the diagram for a moment and the croquet hoops. So it has like a recess where you could reach into the door.
Okay. I take it it's dark in there and you can't see in.
You can see a little way in, but you can't see a mechanism.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that will be the very last thing I do is put my hand in there.
Flores would be interested in the thing in the centre. You
Okay.
said before I could get up there.
Yeah, you can climb to the center, and there is a number of gears that you can see, and they're obviously all attached to these representations of planets. And you find as you look around up there is a control panel, and it has a lever that goes just it's in the middle, and it can go one way or the other. So it can go right or left.
Okay, Savannah completes his circuit, and if doesn't find anything else, we'll go back to the door.
Which door? The entrance or the exit?
The exit. Well, definitely the exit.
Okay. Yep. And it's still got that big hole in the door in the skin.
Yeah, no, that's okay. He'll shout up, and what's going on up there? There's a door down here with an hole in it.
What do you mean?
Don't put your hand in.
Okay.
I've heard tales of people who were too curious for their own good, and they were cursed.
When we're up on that walkway, is there any markings on the floor or anything, or is that just a plain?
Yep, there's markings, but they are just they're lunar markings, showing quadrants of the sky. Actually, probably with more fidelity than a quadrant, to be honest, but that seemed to be the right word to use.
Right. Oh, if we do a complete circuit up on that walkway, we don't find anything else. It's just no.
Yeah, I'm sort of slowly making my way along top level.
Yeah, so it's just these basically star constellations marked on the outer ring.
Okay.
Burles, how tempting is that lever looking to you now?
Have we lost her?
We could have actually. It doesn't look like she's
No,
moving.
she's back.
Oh
No,
no,
she is
I saw her
moving.
eyes move.
Just very, very subtly.
The overlay's not there, so I don't know what's happened.
She went off for a bit.
Oh, did she? Ah. Okay.
Can you hear us?
I don't know if she's got her headphones on.
She has, I think.
Oh, it's all gone wrong.
Oh, I think she's frozen now.
Yeah, wouldn't be a live cast if we didn't have technical issues of some description. Always technical issues. So does anybody else go up and see the lever and get tempted?
Well, I'm gonna look a bit more at these star constellations. I'm sure I know a little bit about stars, considering a lot of the lyrics in the songs are going to be about sort of stars and other mystical things and other folk tales. I mean, like if there's like phases of the stars or any kind of shape that they make, that's what I'd be looking for.
Let's see. I'll get a character sheet up. Is there a copy of the character sheet in the placement? Because I don't have one up here, oddly enough. What skill seems appropriate to that?
Yeah, right at the back.
Haha! Perfect. Okay. Yet again, missing the appropriate skill. Skill system in D&D sucks. Let's go for... I would accept the following skills. Survival, because, like, outside in the wilderness and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nature. I would accept nature. Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those three.
Well, they're all the same anyway. Okay. I get a 20! Fantastic.
They are the star constellations in the sky, and they appear to... they're simply... What they're doing is they're marking the rotation of the planet, because they haven't got a degree system, 360 degrees, so they're using a map of the stars purely to mark when something's aligned. And then you see various cardinal points along, actually probably more frequently than cardinal points because I keep choosing the wrong word, but there is like a degree system, but each of those degrees then has a line linking to a star, presumably so that they could name that bearing.
Okay. So I said to the others that there must be some way to line up the inner structures with these stars.
Must be on that center pillar.
Yes. Didn't Folus say that he'd found a control panel of some kind? Although I should be careful pulling it, really.
I will go back down to the main floor, the main level, and go over to Savannah to have a look at this door with this hole in.
Okay. So yeah, it's a square hole, and
Big? How big?
Yep, about this big hole, square, and it's basically like a double-skinned door. So you're reaching, or could reach, into the depths of the door.
Right. So if I could take my great club and stick it into the hole in the door, and see if anything happens.
You need something smaller.
Smaller.
Yeah.
A halfling.
Was that halfling? I was going to say. Someone freeze a halfling.
Half a crowbar, maybe.
Yeah, half a crowbar behind you.
I don't know what else I've got that would...
So how deep is it? If we can see, if we can tell it's double skinned, we'll be able to see the other side.
About this thick.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Did somebody say there was a lever?
There's a lever. Folus said he found a lever upon that central pillar.
Because I'm interested in what happens to this door if somebody pulls that lever.
Or
Human
what
doors
happens
aren't
with
good.
these stars?
Yeah, well, really, we want to open this door to get out. So I'm sort of more interested in whether any of those alignments of the stars opens the door, or makes any changes to the mechanism in the door.
Well, surely there's something. I mean, this is a wizard that's designed this.
If we
It's going to be some kind of elaborate system.
look back from the door into the room, does it look like anything would swing round and line up with the door?
Which door? The exit door?
The exit door, yeah.
Not really.
No.
I mean, these planets are
too
way
high,
up
really.
high, yeah.
Hey, you're back.
Hooray!
Ah, nice to
Hello.
be.
Aye.
Welcome back. So, since the last thing you heard was that there was a lever, you have indeed found a lever up there, and it goes all very broken up.
And gone.
Must be stormy
Yeah,
weather up there.
she did say there were storms up there today, and you know they're like it's like a barbarian wasteland up there, isn't it?
Yeah, they're naming
Don't have-
storms. Oh yeah, here we
I know,
go.
that's just ridiculous, isn't it? Naming
Uh,
storms. Unless someone dies, it's not a storm, okay? I want body count.
That's the DM speaking.
So you have options.
Perhaps one of you could go up there and pull the lever gently, and perhaps it might change the alignment of these stars a little.
I will go up and see if I can find this lever.
Okay.
Can I see Folus from where I am?
Yep.
Okay. I go towards Folus.
And
I'm up.
uh,
We're going to pull this lever.
yeah, and in true MMO style, it says, you know, Folus linked dead above his head. And and okay, so you can move the lever two ways. So basically, it's in the center, and it can go that way or that way. You know, right or left.
Right.
You push it right. You have to use a little bit of force to do it, but it clunks over to the right, and then you start hearing a loud clanging noise of gears being turned by chains and mechanisms tightening up that haven't moved in thousands of years. But miraculously, this machinery still works, and the planets start moving quite slowly. Some of them moving quicker than others as they start to rotate around this room, and you notice that they're also spinning around in their orbits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they begin to move.
Okay, I take another look at the stars.
Okay. On the outer ring,
Yeah, like if they're moving at all.
they don't move, but the planet clearly does.
Okay.
Yeah, and is moving along the cardinal points that are etched into the outer ring.
Okay, Savannah will listen at the exit door, to see if he can hear any other mechanisms going on over the noise of the big one.
Make a perception roll.
Oh, I don't have a good perception. Let's have a look. Probably not. Let's have a look. Perception. That would be just 11.
You cannot hear anything over the noise of this machinery.
I can't hear anything over the noise of this machinery.
So, it started to. It's actually moved quite a distance now. The planet which you believe represents the one you're on has now moved a quarter of the way around its orbit.
Mhm.
It's 90 degrees or so further on.
That doesn't put it. Does that put it in line with the door yet or not?
Yeah, sure, it's gone past it. It goes past the door. And keeps on going. And it's like 110 degrees now, 120. And the banging is starting to get really louder, actually, of this machinery. It sounds like it's getting louder.
So I say, do we turn it off?
Yeah, turn it off.
Turn it off! So I'll move that lever back to the left to turn it off.
To the centre or to the left?
To the centre.
To the centre. It clunks back into position. And the planets stop, the chains will...
So I'll say to the others, do I try it the other way?
Which way were the planets turning when it was turned to the right?
It was going clockwise.
I'm assuming if you pull it to the left, then the planets will go the other way.
Sounds right.
Which is the correct way for the planetary rotation of the planet?
Anti-clockwise.
So I'll throw the lever to the left.
Okay, crunch, and it starts grinding itself back, and the chains tension again, and you hear all the rattling and clanging, and you hear a loud bang, and it keeps going. The planets keep moving, and it starts going back again, and then there's another loud bang, and it keeps going, keeps going, and then another loud bang. And then the banging, or the noise of the gear starts getting really, really, really loud. And the planet gets up to the door, and there's a bang, and you actually see the planet wobble. And then it gets past the door, and another bang, and it wobbles again. This time even more.
We shouldn't keep it going.
Okay, I'll grab the lever and put it back to the centre. Turn it off.
And you crunch the lever, and it's like fighting the gears, and the lever breaks off in your hand as you get it back to the central position.
It's broke.
Now what have you done?
It's 60 degrees off where it was originally.
Further on, or not back to where it came to?
So 60 degrees more clockwise than where it originally was.
Okay.
So it hasn't got all the way back 2 months, effectively, in terms of an orbit. Oh, yes.
As a blacksmith, would I know any way to get it back to its normal position? How I can manipulate the metal?
I can hear exhaustion coming on.
Yeah, the machinery behind this is immense, and you reckon a gear has shredded and come off its spindle somewhere in the workings.
Is the lever made out of the same stuff as the rest of the mechanism? Is it gold? Can I check that? Is it gold or?
Yes, it's gold, but of course, traditionally these things have to have a red knob, so it's got a ruby on the end.
Excellent, I'll keep that.
Oh shit, what did I just do?
You just gave him a sector.
True.
I'll go looking around the clogs and stuff, trying to find out where a problem is. And if there's like a different...
The problem you've got is although you can see like some gears in the room, that most of the inner workings are contained within the central cylinder that you don't have access to from this location, unless you can make your way into it.
And I don't have a crowbar.
You have half a crowbar.
It appears to be like this central cylinder is this solid gold block.
I'm not sure I'll be able to do anything for it unless we can get inside.
Weren't you throwing fire earlier?
It was more of a force than fire, but I can give that a go.
Well,
And
the other way is to try to get out of this door.
So the mechanism's still moving, is it? Is it still getting louder?
No, it stopped. Once you got it back into the central position, it stopped.
Oh,
It
right,
stopped
okay, so
60 degrees away from where it originally started.
Okay.
Or if you factor that over time in terms of the planet, that's 2 months.
So we have to wait in here for 2 months.
So, did the door look similar to the one we came through in its construction?
No, it is a bit different. It's definitely solid and it's metal, but it's not gold. It's possibly iron or steel. The metallurgy on it looks relatively primitive compared to the modern steels that you guys are using in your weapons and armor, but all the same, the skin itself is quite thick.
Okay, so what about...
Have the doors moved?
The doors have not moved. The planets have moved, but the doors have not.
Is there any other controls up here on this control panel thing, or?
No, just those two, which, well, the forward and the back, and where you've broken the lever off.
Okay, so if I'll go down to back to the main floor and join Savannah again next to the door.
Okay,
So we've got to get this thing open, really, haven't we?
I think we're going to get out of here. It's probably nothing. It's probably gets it into the mechanism.
Do you think it goes? Does it look like it goes up or down or opens sideways? Or?
Yeah, so we examine the door frame and see how it looks like it opens.
It opens outwards, away, out of the building.
Okay, and it's got hinges.
Yeah. Big
So
hinges.
if we just give it a bit of a push just to test it, and I think it doesn't budge at all.
No.
Okay, this hole in the door, is that, what shape is that? Is that round, square?
It's slightly rectangular, slightly wider than taller.
Wider than taller.
So about the same size as the statue.
Statue's smaller. And is more kind of that, is taller than wider.
Yeah, not if we put it outside. Okay, how about we bang on the door?
Bang on the door, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay.
Famous last words.
He hasn't learnt a thing, has he?
You knock, nobody answers.
Knock, knock.
Have you heard the good words of Jesus? No. Nobody answers.
Yeah, okay. How about so the door is at least as thick as that opening. How about if we bang on the other side of the door in the opening with some implement, such as a scepter?
My brand new scepter.
Well, the bottom end's broken anyway, right?
You can use my crowbar.
Use half a crowbar and tap at the far side of the door. Nobody answers.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a coughing fit there.
Yeah, we'll all be in a coffin soon.
Um,
Okay, so
I have
there's nothing.
spear.
I'm sorry,
Sorry.
Steffi, that couldn't hear that.
I have a spear.
Okay.
We have it's a deep reach, isn't it? So I could stick my spear into it.
Yeah, but with the gap in the door, you can't go much around the hole.
Oh,
You
it's
can,
like
you
a
can,
U-bend.
no, you've got a square hole in the front skin of the door, then a gap to the back skin. So
What's
oh,
the
I see. Right.
what's the shape of the base of the statue?
it's roughly shaped like the robe of Sarlan that he
No, but
happens to be
the
wearing.
base. What shape of it is? Is it round? Is it square?
It's not actually stood on a base.
Oblong?
It just ends at his feet in the bottom of the robe.
Okay. Still, we could try putting the statue in there, like an offering.
Well, we offer to lift up the halfling to try it.
I had a feeling you would say that.
But it sounds like to me like there's something that we can't see inside the skin of this door. I thought that the thing just went straight through. But it sounds like there is actually something inside the door. Is that right? Or that
Yeah,
we
it
can't
must
get to?
be. It must be, certainly because you haven't tried reaching
Mhm.
into the door at all
No.
because of your player fear.
Correct.
So there's got to be something there but if you try and poke something into that gap, you just can't, because of the size of the hole and the width you've got, you can't actually poke in very deeply unless you're
Yeah.
willing to put a hand in there and
It's because we put the statue on the door earlier and then we get one hit point.
It's okay. I don't mind one hit point. Just one hand I don't like.
I suppose you could put a foot in there,
I'm not carrying him.
or your head.
I'm allergic to cat. Statue.
Okay, so I'm gonna light a torch
okay.
and stick that close to the hole, but not putting it in yet.
Right.
See if I can see in there.
You have a look around, and I tell you what, make a perception roll, but I'm going to make this bloody difficult.
Can somebody else roll for me? Because I'm on my phone right now.
Okay, I'll make a dice roll for you. The dice thingy.
I have +2.
Yeah.
Okay, seeing nothing, I just throw the torch in.
Okay, you throw your torch into the hole, and it drops to the bottom of the door, and is burning away. And after a while, smoke starts
By the
billowing
torch?
out of the door.
By the third, so we assume the floor is at the same level as we are.
Sorry?
By where the third way it lands, can we assume the floor is at the same level we are?
Yes. Yes, but smoke is now billowing out of the hole.
There must be something else in this room to open this door.
Yeah. One of our hands.
So who's going to do it then?
Well, I'll get stuck.
I'll do it.
Jack, you reach in
Reach in.
and into the darkness, find the handle, pull the lever, and open the door.
That's easy.
Yes.
So far.
As you open the door, you are faced with a cold wind rushing into the room. You see, below you are clouds.
What?
As you look around, what you can see is a small walkway that turns off around the side of these golden walls. On the outside skin is all golden. Walkway leads down and round, and then you notice above one of the clouds is a floating island, and then you see another and another, and a moment later you can see several giants fighting fire elementals on the side of one of these floating islands. A giant throws an elemental over the side, whilst another is burned to his death.
This is Sauron's Reach.
It sure is.
How the hell did we get there?
Because magic!
Magic? I don't believe in that rubbish.
This is a very dangerous place. This labyrinth is full of goblins and elementals, and you thought you were in trouble with a dragon.
Yeah, we're in worse trouble.
This is going to be a major effort to get down.
I take one sort of lean towards the edge and see just how far down it is, and then I quickly jerk back.
There's a labyrinth of sky tunnels full of elementals and goblins.
Well, we've already exhausted this room.
This is like home to me.
Just out of interest, did we ever work out where your original tribe that you used to be with, where they were from?
I did, but I didn't get back to you on that actually, because things got a bit crazy back here, and I meant to contact you on that, but I didn't.
Okay. Do you recall that information? What type of tribe are you from?
Yes, I did roll that up. Where did I put that? I rolled all that up.
Okay. Well, we'll worry about that next time.
Yeah. Actually, well, yeah, we were one of the people in the haunted forest.
Oh, right. Okay, I haven't written that background stuff yet. So.
Had to be then, didn't it?
Oh, I might have. No, I did. Yes.
Clearing the crypts.
Clearing the crypts, that's right, yes. Okay, well, we'll talk more about that after the broadcast ends. Okay, yes, so you see this walkway leading down.
If you look out and look up, what can you see?
If you look up, you can see the outer edges of the atmosphere, which if it was nighttime, you think you'd get a great view of the stars from here. But what you can see is the sun perilously close. The oxygen is quite thin here too, by the way. If you look down, you see various islands, one of which there appears to be a fight between a giant tribe, which Dak assures you must be extremely glorious because they've got very close to what is the crucible at the top of Sauron's Reach, and which you appear to be in. And then there's clouds. You don't actually see the mountain range beneath, but to explain what Sauron's Reach is, Sauron's Reach used to be a floating island, and at the top of Sauron's Reach was this tower with the massive crucible on top that you are in, made of gold. No one remembers what's in the crucible. This Sauron was around thousands of years ago. But after he died, eventually, sometime later, the magic of this floating landmass started to fade, and it started to break apart, and over the centuries, bits of the island have been drifting down from the sky, slowly drifting to the ground, and there is now a chain of floating small islands and debris and bits and pieces, sometimes old buildings and such, that stream down from the crucible to the ground, just every few years, like losing an inch or so, as they make their many millennia descent down to the mountain below. And the mountain below, of course, is covered in the rubble of what was once a huge floating city, an island. So that is Sauron's Reach, and yes, it is infested with many creatures, and many of the giant tribes come here to earn their glory, defeating them and trying to make it to the Crucible.
Oh, congratulations, Dax. You have made it to the Crucible.
Made it to the Crucible. I can die happy now.
And you could say, like, yeah, they could accuse you of cheating your way to get there, but you did kill an ancient red dragon to do it. Honest.
Honest God.
Well, good for you, Dak, but what about the rest of us?
Well, we better see where this walkway goes. We've still got to, I think we've got to fix that mechanism if we're going to get down.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have seen that. It was up the line of it before.
I'm sorry, Steffi, you broke up for me.
Was the lever pushed up or down before?
Okay, so yes, what Dak did whilst you were having connection troubles is he moved the lever to the right, and the whole planetarium started turning and moving, and all the planets moving in their own orbit. The planet, which supposedly represents the one you're on, moved 130 degrees around, went past the door. So then it went the other way, and the machinery started rattling and breaking and eventually broke, leaving the planet 60 degrees off of where it originally started.
Okay.
Okay, so, but we think there's something broken inside it, so we need to get into that central pillar. This walkway seems to go down, maybe we can come underneath.
Well, if we go down anyway, we can make contact with the Goliath tribes, and we can get help. They will help us.
Will they?
Yeah, will they? Giants help us.
Yes, that's me.
Well, we've got to go down anyway, or we've got to fix that mechanism. So either way, I think we're going to go down this pathway.
Okay, I'll go first down the path.
Okay, you
Is
start.
Sorry.
You start walking down the. Oh no! Go on. You go first.
Is it totally outside? Is nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely exposed to the elements, and the path seems to wrap around the outside gold wall of the crucible. The steps themselves, the top surface is gold, but they appear to be carved into rock, which is mostly crumbled away. And you start walking down. Do the rest of you follow?
Yeah, carefully.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
follow when Ardus does, because the voice in my head wants him alive.
I'm sorry. Oh, right, yes, yeah. And so you all start making your way down the side of the crucible, and the wind picks up a little, and all of a sudden, the steps retract, and you start falling down. And that feels like a good moment to end the broadcast for this week. So, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully, if you come back and join us again, I hope you enjoyed the campaign. I've been Becky Rose Dungeon Girl. We've had tonight Mark playing Savannah, Phil playing Dak. We've had Steffi playing Bolus. We've got Jenny, who brings in all of our viewers, apparently, playing Ardus. So, good night, everyone. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.